Welcome to the Goods from the Woods. My name is Rivers Langley.
I'm Sam Harder.
And today we are so pleased to be joined by friends all the way from the Yellowhammer States. First up,
Adam Keller.
welcome to the show, Adam. And returning to the show for his third triumphant appearance, our friend
Warren Tidwell.
Welcome to the show, guys, and welcome to LA. This is the first time for both of you, right?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. I think we should just get straight at what are you here to do? What trouble are you here to stir up here?
So my buddy Warren and I were here in LA at the LA Auto Show, which apparently is a really big deal.
Fuck yeah.
Very fancy.
Yeah.
I saw some really fancy people there. So we are here with the Recall and Justice at Hyundai Kia Coalition. And as the name implies, we're kind of pissed about injustice.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of it happening in their supply chain. And so we were there to visit the leadership of Kia and Hyundai. I was at the Kia press conference. Warren was at the Hyundai press conference. The Kia press conference was first. So got there really early, sat on the front row. Turns out I was sitting next to a bunch of executives. And those were definitely like probably the richest people.
Are these events just open, by the way? Like, or did you have to get like credentials to get in?
They won't be anymore, probably.
Right.
Yeah. Fair enough.
You know, this is just not get into the weeds.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
You
All
know,
right. Yeah.
But, you know, so we were there and we were sitting on the front row, blending in. And
wearing a tuxedo and a monocle, of course.
Yeah, I thought about it.
Spats.
I really thought about it because I was like, how do rich people dress? I don't know. Like, I've never been around very many of them.
In LA, like you guys currently.
Okay. All right, cool. So yeah, we were blending in. And after all the executives did their spiel about how great the Kia cars are, and there's like partnerships with the NBA and Disney and the World Cup. And yeah, it was all a big deal. So they took their photos, and I walked briskly with intent towards the president and CEO of Kia North America, and we delivered a letter and asked that they negotiate with us, the community, and sign a community benefits agreement to address some of the injustices in their supply chain, which includes, you know, oppressive prison labor, documented uses of child labor in their supply chain, all kinds of safety issues. I mean, people have died working for them, literally. You know, environmental violations. Like, so regardless of like what you care about, they're probably doing something that's pissing you off.
Right. Yeah. It's always one interesting thing, especially when it comes to like legalization of cannabis, where people are like, why is it still illegal in red states? I'm like, the labor. They like having slaves.
That's it.
That's why. Right. If they make weed legal, they won't have any more slaves to work at the auto plants.
Yeah, mass incarceration is such a huge freaking problem in Alabama, and like that's part of what makes it so oppressive, because they are trying to escape the terrible freaking prisons in Alabama, which are like literally unconstitutional according to our own federal government.
I'd say there's a HBO documentary on the subject, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
The Alabama Solution.
The Alabama Solution, yes. And Warren, how did things go on the Hyundai end of things?
Well, they didn't know Adam was coming, but the situation with Adam tipped them off that there was probably going to be someone at Hyundai.
Yeah, we heard security calling for more security at Hyundai as they were escorting me and my brother out, my union brother who came with me, who delivered the letter.
Yes.
So we knew things were going to be a little more dicey by the time, you know, Warren's turn came.
I didn't know they were going to be dicey. I've done this before. I figured that they wouldn't be happy, but you know, I let them finish this, you know, multi-million-dollar, beautiful, amazing thing, and they had Mia Hamm and Tim Howard, right? Because they're supporting the 2026 World Cup.
Basketball players.
And
Famous basketballers.
Yes, noted basketballers. And they had the trophies, the actual trophies from the 2026 World Cup that they're going to be using.
God, first Salt Bay and now these motherfuckers. They're just letting anybody hold that goddamn trophy now. Horned it out. FIFA. What a bunch of fucking dicks.
Yeah, FIFA for a price. And so as soon as I stood up, there was a guy. He grabbed me around my shirt and neck, and
you
I'm
hadn't
like,
said anything at this point.
I was opening my mouth to say something, and all I hear is, "Oh no, you don't."
Get him.
Get him. And then they spin me around, and I'm thinking, this is probably for them a nightmare. They should not be doing this. I'm a Hyundai customer, and they're assaulting me for standing up and saying, "Hey, could I please hand this letter to your leader here?
Can I hand you a piece of paper?" Fuck
at the
you.
end of barely even it messed up anything for them.
At the end of the event too, it should be.
No, it's the very end of the event, and I'm sure I really wanted to be like Mia, Tim. You guys are cool. Help us out,
fuck you.
Yeah,
you guys are cool.
Didn't get a chance to do that, so I know Mia is probably one of your biggest fans. So Mia, if you're listening, I'm sorry. I'm sure that was a scary situation, but regardless, the funny thing was, I tell people I'm like a 2008 Toyota Sienna. People just don't see me, right?
Yeah.
And I blended right back into the crowd, and I'm trying to get removed at this point by talking about all of these things that are happening in their supply chain, and they didn't. I actually went back in later in the day, talked to contractors. I put a hat on, took my glasses off, and went back in. And so we were able to do that to get the word out on what's going on. It's recallinjustice.org, because it is a very serious matter, but at the same time, I'm sure one of the
ridiculous situation.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm smiling in one of the pictures when he grabbed me, because we're from Alabama, right? We don't mind a tussle.
Yeah.
So it was a wild time.
Well, welcome to California, boys.
Yes.
I'm glad they made an impact for sure.
I said hi.
And I said hi.
I said hi.
And I said hi.
We all said hi to Hyundai. This car is solid, it's Italian design. It's roomy, it's zoomy, goes a long way on a liter. Solid built, tons of room, economic, lots of zoom. Good reasons why you should say hi to Hyundai.
I don't know about y'all, but getting a little bit thirsty. I think it is time.
It's time.
Ding, ding, ding for a heavyweight championship throwdown with Low Energy folks. And today they got this over at the Buc-ee's over there in Auburn, Alabama. So you might be familiar with this brand, but I think we've talked about them before. But at any rate, Adam, why don't you tell the folks what we're going to be having today?
Country Times rice.
What?
Rise.
Rice.
Not to be confused with Raise, which is another type of energy drink.
Calling it rice
And
is
something
more
Hyundai is not
makes more
associated.
sense, or how it's spelled.
Okay. All right. This has 8 grams of protein in it, which is interesting.
So new formula for Rise. Yeah.
0 sugar and prebiotics.
Prebiotics, yeah.
That's right. Yeah. So be able to shit later. Isn't that great?
Wonderful.
Oh,
Yeah.
gut friendly, it says.
That's what it says.
Splash
Amazing.
of protein. Okay.
Yeah.
We're in for a ride.
Oh, we're in for a rise, I think.
A rise.
Oh, let's give it a.
Instead of raise, I was like, that's something Hyundai is not associated. They don't know anything about that either.
Oh, no, not at all. Not at all.
It smells nice. Oh, yeah. What are we? Ooh. It's not pink, though. They should have sprung for the extra nickel to actually make it.
It's going to bring back childhood memories. This is the only thing my mother would spring for.
This Country
outside of
Time
water.
Lemonade?
Yeah. The little packets, right, with the powder that give you canker sores.
Oh man, yeah. If you got some loose powder on your gums, oh boy, Lord help you. Give it a try, Ski.
And I do live about 5 minutes from a Buc-ee's. by
Oh,
the
is that
way.
right?
Yeah,
I do as well.
Yeah.
We gained a Buc-ee's in Athens in Limestone County. So
Cheers, y'all. Let's give it a sample. We rate these 1 through 5 stars, and then I'll.
Smells better than regular Country Time lemonade. Smells almost like Simply lemonade.
I will say I love Rise's Baja Blast ripoff. Is fucking great.
Okay.
I think it's called like Baja Bomb or something. Very good.
It's not horrible, but you can tell there's other stuff in it than just lemonade.
Yeah. The prebiotics and all that weird
The
shit.
protein.
Protein.
I can taste my 2 grams of protein.
Yeah,
I can too. Yeah. It's a little
It's murky also. This liquid is not clear in any way, shape, or form.
the consistency.
I started off kind of liking it.
Right. At first, it's okay, but the more it kicks in, the less I like it.
So I don't know how
it
y'all.
starts tasting more like chlorine water.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know how y'all take your energy fuel. I usually put it in this here big cup with a shitload of ice. I think if it sits in some ice for about 10, 15 minutes, then it'd be great.
Yes.
get a little watered down.
Right.
It's a little bit difficult taking it straight. I've got some information about the company, but we'll weigh our opinions first, and then I'll tell you the dirty shit.
A corporation with dirty stuff, right? Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
I give it a 3.5.
That's about where I'm at too. I like
a little better than the 3. It's definitely not a 4.
no.
You nailed it. 3.5. I think that you're right, Rivers. Give it a little time and some ice. It'd probably be a lot better. But yeah, 3.5.
I'm going to go with I think I'm going to give it a 2.75. Can I do
Okay,
that?
alright,
Is
yeah.
that
The
allowed?
Russian judge.
Any number between 1 and 5. So that's
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, so as always, I always like to look up the CEO and see what dirty shit they're up to. And in this case, the CEO is a guy named Nick Stella, which that's a fake name. This guy robbed a bank and somewhere
Yeah,
and
that's not real.
changed his name. It's Nick with no K, by the way. N-I-C
Oh,
Stella.
That's classic.
Say his last name one more time.
Stella. Yeah.
Why are we saying it like that?
I don't know. It sounds rad, man. But
Does it?
It's the drink.
I'm Stella.
That's how his staff has to say it every time.
Yeah, yeah.
Sure.
They have to wag their tongues. So they're based out of Prosper, Texas. The Rise company is. So my favorite thing about Rise is, so you noted it's Country Time Lemonade specifically. So they do all these brand partnerships with other non-energy drink things that they turn into energy drinks. And my favorite thing about Rise is all of the companies that they partner with are like nobody's favorite of anything. So for instance, because they make energy drinks, they also make like protein powder and that kind of stuff. So not all of these are energy drinks, but these are the brands they work with. Kool-Aid, okay, that's top of the list. Everybody knows Kool-Aid.
Fair enough.
Bazooka Joe,
I know who that is.
yeah, but is that anybody's favorite gum? You know what I mean?
It's my favorite drink.
yeah, I like to drink my Bazooka Joe and read the hilarious comics on the back. But
Okay, now that I noticed it's pink lemonade, I want to dock it some score.
yeah.
Because the difference between pink lemonade and regular lemonade is just food dye.
Well,
Right.
yeah,
It is missing the pink.
It's missing the
Missing the
pink.
Yeah.
You shouldn't really be calling it pink lemonade.
I feel like it's got a little strawberry to it, which is what pink lemonade is supposed to be, is either like strawberry or raspberry in addition to lemonade.
I was not aware of that.
Oh yeah, well I found out some fun stuff about pink lemonade that we'll talk about in just a moment because
okay.
it's more fucked up than you would think. But yeah,
It's made from children's tears.
I mean, it's not that, but it's just about as horrible. But just some of the other brands. So Smarties, nobody's favorite of anything,
No.
even though I like Smarties. But
It's the best chalk candy.
yeah, you know what? I'll give you that. Yeah, although I like
I
them,
know sweet tarts are better.
I like them Valentine's Day hearts. Those are the worst shitty. Or those are the best shitty candy.
Yeah,
of all the candy that sucks, I can eat the most of those Valentine's Day hearts. We've got moon pies. Which
Okay.
no disrespect, but
Wow.
come on.
All right.
I mean,
Listen, I'll defend a moon pie, though.
I'd defend a fresh moon pie, but the problem with moon pies is they have no expiration date. So sometimes, especially by
That
the
is
time they
very
get to
fair.
California, inedible.
I feel like the moon pie has to be like a protein powder flavor.
yeah, it is.
There's
Yeah,
no
totally.
other way it could, yeah.
Yeah, they've
Which
got
that does not sound appetizing at all.
no.
Well, most protein powder is pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's one of those things you learn how to stomach it.
Yeah,
you know,
you're right,
It's
right.
an acquired taste.
They've got
That would just turn me off moon pies, I feel like.
right. They've got Skippy peanut butter, so not Jif, fucking second favorite,
Right,
not
our-
even Peter Pan,
right,
third
our Peter
favorite.
Pan, yeah.
yeah, Skippy, Ring Pop, which if
That's
you're
not a bad flavor. It's just a terrible delivery method.
right,
for
right,
candy.
yeah, it's just a way to have your kids get fucking
The-
schmutz on the window.
The
Right, everything's
stickiest hands.
Yeah. And then finally, my favorite, Sour Punch straws. So not Sour Patch Kids, Sour Punch straws. So
Okay,
I like that they're picking the last at dodgeball with all of these brands. Like it's pretty great. But yeah, as far as the CEO, man, he's a weightlifting guy with an extra Republican wife. So hey, whatever. He's a fucking energy drink owner. But as far as Country Time goes, I did find out they did something pretty cool, which is in 2018 they set up something called Legal Aid. And Legal Aid is a program where Country Time will pay up to $300 to reimburse fines of children who are fined for setting up illegal lemonade stands.
Oh, wow.
That's a marketing genius.
And I was like, man, that's fucking great.
yeah.
I like any company that's like commit a crime.
Yeah.
We'll help you commit a crime.
Yeah.
We, in fact, if you commit crimes, it actually brings us some good publicity.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, it was so goddamn funny because in the, they had the article posted on Reddit and the comments were just all these people just being like, this horrible bitch in my neighborhood called the cops on my fucking kids.
Wow.
And I was like, that's so crazy. I don't know. Did y'all anybody here do a lemonade stand when you
I
were?
did. I have, yeah.
I did too. Yeah.
I missed out on that. I never did the lemonade stand for some reason, but
Did
You
not?
could make potentially $1.50.
right. I think
Right.
that's why I never did it because I think my parents were always like,
I don't have $1.50. Right? That's the biggest reason I never did it.
Well, our secret was we used Crystal Light. So it was the fake sugar, so you could make way more lemonade for a lower price.
right.
So yeah,
Figure out the efficiencies.
we racked up on that shit. But I was just thinking, I was like, God, to be the saddest adult in the world to see a child having a lemonade stand and call the cops.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, who does
what
that?
a sad bastard.
Yeah.
Well, we live in a country where people weaponize the police
Yes.
as a thing where they're just like, somebody's being slightly annoying, so I'm going to make them have to deal with the cops just
right.
because
Yeah.
I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
I might ruin their life.
I don't know how emergency services work. Anything that is a minor inconvenience is an emergency in my head.
Yeah. But then also the fact that they set up this like legal fund. So presumably there are cops that cited children.
Wow.
Like,
right. Yeah.
You're
That's
absolutely,
what
you've
I
never
wondered,
seen
like, is it
videos
real?
of that?
of them of just like two cute kids selling lemonade and a fucking cop.
Yeah.
Like, all right. I mean,
Yeah, definitely. There's videos of that shit online of cops shutting down children's lemonade stands.
fucking crazy.
It's
Amazing.
really not
Crazy.
crazy. We live in a country with death camps.
No, that's
it's
true.
not crazy that
Yeah.
the cops are going around ticketing children.
No, that's fair enough.
That's school to prison pipelines got to start early, right?
Yeah. It's like, all right, I'll handcuff you and send you back to a country you've never been to, but I'm not going to bust your lemonade.
Send you to the fucking ground, country you've never been to. These people are disappearing with no evidence.
Yeah.
And now they've lost the evidence. Let's get into the death camps.
Yeah.
The evidence that's coming out, that's supposed to come out, that they've been ordered to give up, has now been lost.
Well,
by these prisons.
Well, they've got exciting jobs coming up for them at, maybe a Korean automaker somewhere.
There
Yeah,
you go.
perhaps.
They're staging at Buc-ee's, I've been told, where I am.
I
right?
saw
Speaking
that.
of Buc-ee's.
I saw that on the What's Happening in Auburn and Opelika Facebook group where everybody's
favorite.
mental health is A-okay.
Oh, I'm sure that's real lively.
An absolute favorite.
I had a friend of mine reach out earlier today. It was just like, have you ever met any of those people in the groups? I'm like, nope, but they're good podcast fodder. And I sent her about 4 links of us talking about the crazy shit I see on there from time to time. And then just as a little fun tidbit, I got curious as I do. I was like, when did it start being pink? The lemonade.
Right. Yeah.
You know? And because lemonade apparently goes all the way back to ancient Egypt. Like, as long as they've had lemons, somebody was like, hey, what if these tasted less shitty? And then they found ways to make it less shitty. But pink lemonade, so there's 2 stories. Both of them have some veracity to them, but they both involve the circus in one way or the other. So the first is that in the mid-19th century, a man named Henry E. Allott, and boy, he was a lot. A Chicago native who ran away with the circus in his early teens. He was selling lemonade and accidentally knocked red cinnamon candies into the drink, which turned it pink. So the OG pink lemonade apparently was lemons and cinnamon.
Ooh.
Which, as gross as that sounds, there's a part of me was like, I'd try it.
I'd try
it
it.
doesn't sound like it's undrinkable.
No, and I like cinnamon candy. That's the good shit. You know, that was what they had before Zin. That's how my mom quit smoking, apparently. She just went through like 10 bags of those over a weekend. But so that was the original. And apparently the drink sold surprisingly well, and he began to market it intentionally. But the other legend, you were saying, was it the tears of children? No, but it was definitely something that could inspire tears from children. So another legend from a 1921 book by George Conklin states that his brother, Pete Conklin, ran out of water while selling lemonade at a circus in 1857, and in desperation, he used water from a tub that had been used to wash the red tights of the clowns.
Ooh.
And the resulting strawberry lemonade doubled his sales. So
I'll never look at Pink Lemonade the same again.
Wow.
so apparently just the dirty red undies of clowns just became the basis of Pink Lemonade in the second story. So I definitely tried the cinnamon one before I tried the crotch rot clown lemonade.
That's so low
Agreed.
down.
Yeah.
To sell that to children.
But,
This is how circuses got the reputation.
yeah.
Exactly.
This is 1857, so this is not too far away from the Toronto clown riots that we talked about on the show a couple of years ago, where the police force of Toronto was created because a bunch of clowns pissed off a bunch of firefighters at a whorehouse in Toronto, and they burned the circus down, and it was a big riot. And so that's when Toronto was like, we should have cops now. So, yeah, a bunch of Protestants did it. Yeah, the Orange Men. But, yeah, at any rate, so that's Rise.
Sure could go for some good old-fashioned lemonade.
What's old-fashioned mean?
Old-fashioned means pitching horseshoes, opening a door for a lady, good old-fashioned taste of country time.
Grandma says you're old-fashioned.
I guess I am.
Says I'm old-fashioned too.
Country Time drink mix, and now new sugar-free Country Time.
Tastes like good old-fashioned lemonade.
Let's get into our goods from the week. I just got a few quick hits. Got to do some stand-up at Jay's Bar last night with my friend Sal Kalani, and Warren was there, and a bunch of the people that we play against every week at Trivia were there, and so I got to make them laugh, so that was cool. I was a little worried staring at these faces that I defeat so often in Trivia Weekly, but got some laughs out of them.
Yeah, it would have been really bad to bomb or even do so in front of them.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
I feel like they would hold it against you every week.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they're
for sure.
going to
Well,
still.
that was the one thing. There is a guy who gives us the snake eye when we win, like every time, like kind of turns at us, and he was sitting like right in front of me the whole time, and I was just like, all right.
Oh,
And
great.
I definitely got him a few times, so I was like, all right, boom, gotcha. But Bill Maher announced his retirement from stand-up comedy.
He hadn't been doing it really, had he?
No, he's like one of those weirdos that goes to Vegas like every weekend and shit like that. But
Is he still doing the TV show?
Oh, he's
Unfortunately.
Oh, not just that. He's doing his podcast Club Random, which we've.
I try to avoid Bill Maher content whenever I can.
Rivers loves it.
He's such a figure of fun for me because he
triggers me. I'm not gonna lie.
You're a glutton for
triggers
because
me.
you're normal.
Yeah, you're a normal person. Yeah, it's like 99% of the time he's boring. The 1% of the time when he's not boring, and when I say boring, I mean he's just him, and you're just like, God, I hate you. But then 1% of the time he'll have a guest on that gets drunk and talks about how he wants to like have sex with his sister in Richard Dreyfuss's case, or he'll tell the Hawk Tuah girl that he's like, I've always wondered what it'd be like to be a 21-year-old girl, like, you know. And
he used to have brother Cornell West on the show. I don't know if he's been on in a while.
Oh,
but-
that's one of my favorite things ever was when Bill Maher was trying to talk shit about Mississippi, and then Cornel West just unfurled the long roll of extremely respected intellectuals from Mississippi and just shut him the fuck up.
That's harsh. That's harsh, Brother Bill.
Why? You're defending Mississippi?
Mississippi has produced the greatest artists this country's ever produced. William Faulkner, Tennessee Williams, Richard Wright, Eudora Welty, Robert Johnson, Muddy Waters. We can go on and on. Only Massachusetts comes first. Mississippi got something going on, even when it was gut bucket and Jim Crow. Oh, yes, Mississippi. No other state can top that.
I feel like I'm wearing orthopedic shoes because I stand corrected.
He announced that he was going to stop doing stand-up because he's like, I put out my 13th HBO special, and I thought this one was my best. And if you've watched any of his recent stand-up content, it's literally just like a long monologue from the show. Like there is no difference between Real Time with Bill Maher and his stand-up. You know, it's all written by the same people. So you're like, these aren't jokes. This is just like more of your monologue. But the funniest thing was he was like, I sell tickets at theaters, and I like they're beautiful theaters, but people who aren't as funny as me sell out arenas. And I was like, just picturing an arena of people listening to Bill Maher is insane to me.
I'd rather listen to butt rock.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Give me Saliva. Give me fucking Hollywood Undead
What's
any
the
day.
crowd like at an arena for Bill Maher, I wonder.
That's what I mean. It's like when Kevin Hart plays the Link, he has fireworks and shit. Please get
Well,
Bill
he's
Maher
probably
with
talking
Pyro.
about like Matt Rife or something.
Oh,
I'm trying
yeah.
to imagine the comics he thinks he's better than that are doing arenas. Sebastian Maniscalco, Joe Rogan.
Right. And I mean, Rogan's not funny either, but at least he like humps the stool. He does stuff. He's physically active, you know?
He sweats like a maniac.
Yeah, there's shit to like look at. It's not Bill Maher. And also Bill Maher has now a music stand on stage with his notes on it. Ah, fantastic.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I can't remember his shit because he didn't write it.
It's so complex.
Yeah. And then last one I had to mention, yesterday was my 20th anniversary behind the mic. Our radio show at WEGL logged on for the first time November 20th, 2005. Me and my friends, shout out to Dr. Rock, Chandler White. We started at WEGL 20 years ago, and I was like, God, that doesn't feel fucking real, but it is. So,
Congratulations.
Yeah, man. It's pretty cool. We're still doing the show. You can check out. We try to get at least one out a season over at our Patreon, and those are free to listen to. So the Dr. Rock and Captain Fantasy show continues.
What's it like being a decades-long broadcaster?
It's weird, man, because I was just thinking of, first of all of the lifelong friends that I made at the radio station, because having just a place to go on campus where all the fucking weird people are is invaluable. And because it's college radio, the deal was if nobody was behind the mic and it was just on the automation system, just playing music automatically, if your slot was at 5 and you weren't there by 5:10, you could just jump on and just start doing it. So I ended up being on air. I was doing the news. That's where I started writing jokes, was, making fun of the news. It's not entirely dissimilar from this show where we would spend maybe 10 minutes talking about the actual stories. And the rest of the time I'd find some dumbass who like burned his house down because he was trying to get rid of spider webs with a flamethrower,
Right.
that kind of shit. So, it's kind of first comedy experience. We'd take callers, which was always fun, getting in fights with rednecks on the air and just being like, you can't say that about John McCain. He's a fucking war hero. I'm like, all right. Well, that guy's gone. We get calls from jail. That was my favorite.
Oh, wow.
So we did the Sunday night show, and we'd get calls, and you pick up the phone and go, this is a collect call from Lee County Correctional Facility.
Great.
Yes.
Do you accept charges? I'm like, fuck yeah, it's not my phone. Absolutely. and the guy goes, I remember once we had played My Name is Bud by Primus, and I was like, hey man, and he's like, dude, I was like, what do you want to hear, man? And he's like, I'm in the fucking drunk tank. They don't let me out till tomorrow. Can you just play some more Primus? I was like, you hell yeah, brother. And so I just queued up like, Here Comes the Bastards or whatever.
Why are they playing that in the drunk tank?
So on Sundays, because the drunk tank is closed on Sunday, you got to wait till the next day. They can't get picked up till the next day. To make it up to them, they turn on the radio, and apparently they just scan until they hear something they like. And in our case, they would scan, and we were 91.1, so we were like the first thing on the scanner, and Primus was played, and somebody was just like, hell yeah, like some fucking...
I love that you made this guy's stay a little bit easier with Primus.
I played like 2 Primus songs, and then I played the Folsom Prison Blues, obviously, had to throw that one in there. But that was always the best. We ended up getting a couple calls from jail, and then of course the late great hairdresser, our friend Laura Graney, who's not with us anymore, used to call drunk as shit and be like, play Jolene by Dolly Parton. And then we'd play that, and then invariably, like, all right, 5, 4, 3, 2, phones light up again. Just, can you play Waiting in Vain by Bob Marley? Those are the 2 songs, always.
Okay.
Yeah. And when we eventually met Hairdresser in person, it was just fantastic. She had the most elaborate glass bong to this day that I've ever seen. Sam, you would have wept. It took up the whole fucking coffee table. It was insane. It was like 3 feet tall. But yeah, so that's my goods from the week. What about you, Sam? You have anything fun for this week?
What did I do this week that was fun? I did a show in Koreatown at Thai Angel.
Oh, nice.
A bar that literally, it kind of does, another comic pointed out, it looks like the kind of bar you'd see in an Old West type movie where there's like a bar, and then for some reason there's like a staircase going up right behind the bar to a second floor where you don't really know what is happening.
Right.
It's like totally,
don't want to know.
it's like a shotgun style bar. It's just straight back. There's a couple booths, and that's it.
What's that place across from Lyric? that's like kind of built into the side of a hill that has that.
Oh, that is called the
tavern or something.
The Hyperion Tavern. I don't think it's been open in years.
No, but that's what it reminds me of. The stage, I remember it had this very tall stage that was literally like maybe this wide, like maybe 2 feet wide.
And I think that's bigger than that. It's like 18 inches.
And it's like if you fall off the stage, you just fucking, I mean, there's nowhere to go. You're done.
Bands would play there and the drum kit would be on the floor.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And the rest of the band would be on the very small stage.
And this is like it was like the size of Frodo's house. Like this is like a tiny ass little venue. So that's what it sounds like to me.
But yeah, it was kind of fun. They have good Thai food there. Bad crowd. I'm not bad crowd, just like crowd that just was in there and then comedy starts happening.
Yeah.
You know, one of those classic comedy shows.
Yeah.
Where it is advertised that it's happening, but no one knows.
Right.
No one in there knows.
No one read the sign on the door.
Yeah. So that was kind of fun. And then other than that, I've kind of just been chilling. I've streamed a couple times in the past week on the Goods from the Woods YouTube channel.
Hell yeah. YouTube.com/thegoods-pod.
Yeah, check that out.
Nice.
That's it.
You haven't seen The Running Man yet?
No, part of me doesn't want to. A big part of me doesn't want to because of how much I like the first one.
Yeah.
And knowing that the movie studios of today would not allow the type of movie Running Man was, they wouldn't let that be made now.
I saw it. It's fun. I liked it. And then afterwards, I came back and then I read all the bad reviews and I was like, oh, I guess I wasn't supposed to like that. I guess I'm an idiot because I fucking liked that movie. But everyone's like, this is Edgar Wright's worst fucking movie. I was like, I thought it was dumb, but I thought it was fun as hell. I don't know.
I mean, can't control you, man.
They
Don't
can't
let them tell you what to think.
They don't tell me what to think about Glenn Powell or whatever.
The first one's dumb, but at least it makes like a solid moral point about violence's place in society and how it's propped up to be good and about how propaganda can be used to control people. I feel like this film probably doesn't touch on that in a...
Oh, it very much does. In a way that is almost too ham-fisted. It's a very political film, you know, but it's also dumb. You know what I mean? Like it's like a dumb, fun action movie, but they like try to hit the social elements of it a little too hard. But I can't be a person that appreciates 80s action movies as much as I do, and then sit here in 2025 and judge this film, which is of such a simpler ilk. But also, I'm a homer for Edgar Wright. If you're not an Edgar Wright person, then you're not going to like it. But if you are, yeah, it's pretty good. I liked it. But the only thing is, and I said this on the show, is that guy he can't. It's weird with him as a leading man. Do you know who I'm talking about? Glenn Powell, who stars in the movie. He was in Twisters, and he was in all these other movies. He like just physically, and he seems like I watched some interviews. Seems like a nice, normal dude, but like his face looks like a bully. He looks like just every bully you've ever met.
Wow.
And so when he's trying to be like the hero, is like you need to be it's appropriate that in Top Gun Maverick he was playing like Val Kilmer's avatar essentially.
Okay.
It's like that's your role. You're Kilmer. like you can't like as a leading man it's whatever, but if you're like the cocky douchebag sidekick or the villain, you fucking kill it. So anyway, that's my little 2-second review of it. I liked it. Go watch it. See what you think. Yeah. Warren, did you do anything fun this week besides being dragged out of an event by a major corporation?
Well, that was a bonus, but you know my
that's not my favorite thing that happened.
My flavor of autism, as I told you, is Art Deco theaters with neon signs and old diners. So I am in my element.
Hell yeah, brother.
So yeah, so it's been a good week, man.
Yeah, I took.
Where have you been?
We went to Cantor's.
Took him to Cantor's Deli last night at 11 o'clock.
Yeah, it was great. Their pickles are awesome.
Yeah,
and I have a guide here, my personal friend, of course, Rivers, taking me around and Adam and I around to see some things. So and I've walked all over the place in between the event space and where we are
downtown LA. Sam, he's been trotting across DTLA. Yeah.
So I'm from Walker County, Alabama.
It's a little different.
Well, I mean, it's scarier.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's been a great time, man.
Dude, hell yeah. What about you, man? Adam, what anything fun happened to you this week?
Well, yeah, obviously getting to talk personally with the Kia president and CEO and like the looks on their faces.
So fucking rad, man.
That was pretty priceless. today we had a follow-up action where we actually marched and we had these Korean drummers with us.
Oh, cool.
In our march, and then we had a picket and, a little bit of a program rally kind of situation, and drew a lot more attention to it and got more media press. And so that was just really good energy. I mean, we had like a really diverse crowd. It was just...
Who all have you guys got a chance to talk to as far as the media goes?
I talked to the Detroit Free Press.
I talked to KTLA and the Los Angeles Times.
Hell
right.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we both talked to the LA Times yesterday. I forgot about that.
So we've got at least a little bit. The interesting thing was at the event that where I was manhandled, like the media, they seem scared of me. I would like, hey, do you want to know what's going on? And they're just literally turning their backs. Like, no, bro, I got a story to cover. I got a deadline, man. We don't give a shit about that.
Right. Well, and also I consider like the kind of media that's at the LA Auto Show.
I find that so weird where you're just like, I don't know, maybe it's just the way my brain is wired, but if I'm there watching a boring ass corporate event and some shit goes down, and be like,
that seems interesting, right?
Yeah, it seems interesting to me. Even
and the thing is, I think it goes back to that bit that Bill Burr did about punching the muffins in the park, right? Like people don't know how to react and the looks in their eyes. But I will say this: watching a multimillionaire die inside, realizing that their big event it could be disrupted. That's my new favorite.
And they might be sued for fucking up customers.
I mean, I again, it's not like I did anything but stand up.
Yeah. But I'll say the highlight of my week really has been the cool people I've met. That's always like the best thing about doing any of this like movement work. I think is you just meet people who like really believe in the cause, really want things to be better for everyday people, and that's pretty special. I mean,
for sure,
bringing people together around our common interests. I'm from Alabama, originally from Mississippi. This is very different. LA is very different.
A little different.
Just a bit.
It's my first time to California, but yeah, I've been really impressed by all the people I've met and worked with. That's been the highlight.
Dude, that's awesome.
And meeting great folks like y'all. Honestly,
man.
I've gotten some Southern style hospitality while I've been here.
For sure.
People are nice here. Southerners don't expect it because I'm from Texas and I moved out here, and people will walk around in the morning. If you just pass some stranger on the street, they'll be like, "Good morning."
Oh, I raced a guy last night. Like, we get to the crosswalk and he looks over at me. I'm passing him and he's like, "You want to race?" And I'm like, "Sure." So he won. But that was a lot of fun. I think I told Rivers there was a guy dancing on this little concrete thing, turning thing on the street, and he's like doing the stanky leg, and this fella rolls down his window as he's going by. He's like, "Hell yeah, get it, boy!" And it's been fun. I've been to California before, and all around the world, and it's I've beaten a lot of my preconceived notions, prejudices a long time ago. But I have to say, it's been a really great thing to, as he said, all the people we've met, the custodians who showed up from the local union to support the effort.
Right. Unite here. I think that was a local 11.
Local 11.
But
shout out to local 11.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome, man. Tell us about Valley Labor Report. I've been lucky enough to be a guest on the Valley Labor Report a couple of times. Got to be on from broadcasting from here during the mine strike in Tuscaloosa County about 2:00 in the morning our time, which was 4:00 in the morning y'all's time during Jacob's long 24-hour streams.
Yeah, we've done a couple of those live stream marathons that are pretty brutal.
I was supposed to be in during when Drew and DJ and Wes were like coming off stage,
right?
And so I logged on, and then Jacob kind of forgot about me, and then he texted me. It was like, "Oh, you can come back on now," and it was a bunch of clergy type people talking about how religion can, kind of be a uniting force and stuff, and I'm just sitting there like, I was going to do some jokes about dicks, but all right. I guess I'll just sit here nicely and listen to these nice people.
Well, that's kind of a little bit about the Valley Labor Report.
Hey, no.
You might get dick jokes.
Jacob, he got me back. He had me on for a whole episode last December, and got moved some tickets in Huntsville for me. So I very much support the Valley Labor Report. I think that's such a cool thing you guys do. But tell them about it.
Yeah. So I mean, we're Southern working class media. We're basically like a news and politics kind of show, but with a labor perspective. So we're not like a Democrat or Republican or anything like that. We are working class first, labor union first. We're labor union guys, me and Jacob Morrison, my co-host. And so, we talk about it as activists and organizers ourselves. We just do this on the side. We're not media professionals, but you were talking about your anniversary. We've been on the air for 5 years now, over 5 years.
Congrats, man.
Got started on one conservative radio station where Sean Hannity got his start.
Yep.
Yeah, Huntsville.
Alabama,
Yeah.
which is kind of fun. We don't get as many hate calls as you would expect.
Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of disappointing in a way.
It is fun to fight with people on the air.
And Jacob really loves to argue with folks.
Yes.
And so,
He does.
But yeah, we talk about what's going on in the South, in particular with the Southern labor movement. We've talked to so many cool people, rank and file workers, organizers, labor leaders, politicians, historians, journalists. I mean, all kinds of amazing people I've
It's a
met
great
through
show.
the project. And we've grown from that one radio station to 5 across 3 states on YouTube, Facebook, podcast, all that stuff. Means TV as well.
Oh, shit. That's
We're on
so
Means
cool.
TV, which
Love
is
Means
a
TV.
worker-owned media cooperative. Really excited to partner with them as well. You can use TVLR as your discount code and get 20% off.
Whoa.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
What
So
a deal.
we just try to talk about what's going on from a working class perspective, and we just try to get that message out. I think it is not what people expect sometimes. We're too, particularly my co-host. He gets really animated. He is kind of like the angry white guy on the radio, ranting and raving about politics, right? Especially if you tune into a conservative station.
Yeah.
Right. It may disarm you at first, and then you realize
This
we're
ain't
actually-
Michael Savage.
It's
right.
not, right? We're ranting about the bosses and the billionaires instead of, more marginalized communities that they typically want us mad at. And so we just try to, preach people power and coming together, highlight organizing, highlight wins. So that's what we do. And we've appreciated having you on the show.
Oh,
and,
yeah. Well, dude, you guys organizing that mine strike in Tuscaloosa County.
the Strike Fest.
Strike Fest.
Yeah, that was how I met Warren, actually, was through Strike Fest. We did this, 40-something hour live stream marathon paired with a in-person concert. Who all was there?
Okay, so
Yeah, it was DJ Lewis, Drew Morgan doing comedy, and Lee Baines.
Wes Van Horn hosting.
Yeah.
So all
right.
friends of the
Yes.
show, all
That's
friends
right,
of mine.
that's
And then fucking Lee Baines III, who's one
Yep.
of the most coolest guys just personally
Such a
ever.
good dude.
But also amazing songwriter, amazing musician. And then Mike Cooley from Drive By Truckers headlining the thing. So I was looking at this lineup and I knew everybody personally except for Mike Cooley. And Mike Cooley is one of my favorite songwriters of all time. Like, I put him in the same pantheon as Dylan Prine. Pick your fucking person.
Beethoven.
Beethoven. Yeah, fuck.
You said of all time.
I mean, yeah, I would.
Amadeus, right?
Yeah. Just as far as lyrics go and everything else. But I was looking at that poster for Strike Fest and I was like, Mike is the only person on this poster I don't know personally. I was like, I bet if I sent him an email and it's like, hey, you know everybody on here, I know everybody on here. So we were able to get an interview with Mike Cooley about the strike. And, I got to ask him about his first band that he had when he lived in Auburn, which is, I was like, I kind of teed him up for it. I was like, what about your first band? And Cooley just goes,
there is no law anywhere in any country that says horse pussy can't sell merch.
So, I have to thank you guys for giving
that
me
on the air,
giving me a chance to talk to one of my heroes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, I had forgotten about that.
Yeah,
So,
man.
that's awesome.
Isn't it cool how solidarity can bring
I'm telling you, it's
so many
great.
people together and just connect people? And that's also been the highlight of that project. It's just all the cool people, such as Warren, such as y'all that I've met.
It was
that's
funny.
special.
I sent Cooley this long email being like, I know all these people. I support the cause. I think it's so cool. Blah, blah, blah. I sent him like 3 paragraphs, just, sucking his dick.
He said, okay.
Literally sent back, let's do it.
Hell yeah.
I was like, ah!
That's the thing. It blows my mind. I can email almost anyone in the world and be like, hey, I have a show. You want to come on this show?
Yeah.
And sometimes it works.
Sometimes it works.
Yeah.
So that's so cool. And Warren, of course, runs Cross, which is my go-to if anybody calls me and is upset about what's going on in the world on a national level. I always tell him, you can't do much about that, but I know a guy that you could probably help out over in Camp Hill, Alabama. Tell us about Cross.
Well, since the last time we've spoken, we have grown. It started off in Camp Hill, Alabama, a little town that got a terrible hailstorm, far worse than I even thought they could hit a town. And sadly, of course, the mass shooting that happened after that. So organization was born out of a moral imperative. There were few resources. The nonprofits that we had hoped would step up did not get a FEMA declaration. And so 2 years and 8 months on.
We should say during the Biden administration,
Yes,
by the way.
absolutely. During the Biden administration.
And what percentage of cars were total during
90% of cars. And I'm not talking about just breaking glass. It went through sunroofs and broke shifters. It went through the walls of modular homes. It destroyed decks.
This is orange-sized hail.
I mean, it was baseball to softball, with some of them even bigger than that, through metal roofs. And so you're talking about a town of 1,000, more than half below the poverty line. And then, you don't have any resources in town, right?
Yeah.
So essentially, it was something we really had to do. I mean, didn't have a choice. So just this week, we repaired the last roof.
Fuck yeah, man.
So we've stuck with it, and we've gotten some funding coming from the Southern Workers Opportunity to develop the workforce development, really a training center for formerly incarcerated workers, some of the young folks around there. So we took this disaster and we took on other issues like heir property, which is if you don't have a clear title to your land, you pay taxes, but it belongs to your parent or grandparent still in their name. Which makes you vulnerable to developers taking your property. And so we started the first program, or partnered in the first program in Alabama doing that. So the thing is it was terrible. It really sucked for a long time. It's been folks like Rivers and all of the other folks who have been, shown us solidarity that have gotten us to this point. But 2026 is really when it's going to take off, and we're really excited.
That's so cool, man. Congratulations on that.
Buddy.
Yeah, and like I said, if you got any spare cash lying around and you want to help people directly,
it is going, acrossalabama.org/donate, hint, hint, wink, wink. Certainly could use the support, and it is for the people and by the people. It's a working class organization that has taken on a lot of issues that are affecting working folks in Alabama. So thanks. I'd love to talk about it, River. So thank you. If you'd emailed me, I'd have said, absolutely, I'm going to do the show.
Hell yeah, man. Y'all, we got Christmas coming up, and I know Warren, Adam, you guys are both parents. You might be wondering, what am I going to get the young man and the young lady for the holidays?
Are Labubus on the docket? Do they have those in Alabama yet?
I heard they have them. Yeah. She's got one of the fake ones. What is it, like a LaFufu?
Oh yeah. Oh, hey,
those are popular too.
I'll take y'all out to Hollywood Boulevard and get her one out there for sure too.
Yeah, I bet I could.
Yeah. We'll make that happen tomorrow morning.
I found out what a Labubu was like 2 weeks ago, and I wish I hadn't.
Oh, we're gonna get you one too, Warren. We'll make.
Well, of course, as the big selling thing, you don't know what it is. I remember the Beanie Baby craze. This is it's the exact. We never learn.
Oh yeah,
no,
yeah. Well, you might.
These are Japanese, though.
Oh.
So you import and pay more for them.
And
that's great.
In that case, where do I get one?
You have to have an app. You can't walk into a store and buy one.
Oh, that's
infuriating.
Very, today, isn't it?
Yeah, there are videos of people crying over getting ones, and I'm just like, we're so cooked.
Yeah, that's disturbing.
People who are way too old to be having Labubus have them to try to look young, and it couldn't make you look older.
And then you end up with 50% of the Pacific Garbage Patch being fidget spinners.
Well, it's just like some guy who's like my age, mid-30s or something, trying to be like, I'm cool, and it's
down.
Like, no, you look like you're desperately clinging to your youth.
Yeah.
Once you hit it past a certain age, it's fine again,
right?
For some reason, but when you're in your 30s, you're like, I'm into the 20s. The thing 20-year-olds are into. Right. It's like, okay, this is. You're not pretending like you're young. You're just like you're pretending for yourself as a delusion.
Absolutely. I have no tattoos, but as you say, there's going to come a point where no one will give a damn about it, and then maybe then, right?
Yeah.
Right now, I would just look like I'm trying way too hard.
Yeah.
You should get a tattoo of Rivers or
a Labubu.
Yeah, the logo for your your company, or what's it called? A nonprofit, I guess.
Across, yeah.
Across.
A lang boo boo, huh? Get me on a laboo on a all right, on a tattoo. Let's do it. I'll send you a free T-shirt if you get one of those, folks listening.
That'd be funny if you got a Rivers Langley laboo.
There we go. You get a free shirt if you do it. I don't mind giving that away. But you might recall right after Beanie Babies, the very next trend, Furby.
Mm-hmm.
And if you'll recall, at the time, there was a bit of concern that the Furby was listening to you.
Yep.
Because it is.
Yeah, well, I think at the time, the technology would have been somewhat limited. Maybe it was listening to you in every way it could have in a small microchip inside of a toy in the year 2000.
It just responds to noise. I can go get the one I have next door.
Oh yeah, yeah. You've got a diamond encrusted Furby, don't you?
Yeah, it's not diamond encrusted, but it's in good shape. It has eyelashes. That's hard to find one with eyelashes nowadays.
Oh, wow. But this is Brandon Vigliarillo writing for The Register. So as we head into the holiday season, and just tell me if this is a toy you guys, maybe your young ones might enjoy. Consumer watchdogs at Public Interest Research Group, PIRG, tested 4 new AI-enabled toys and found that none of them are particularly safe for impressionable young minds. PIRG was only able to successfully test 3 of the 4 AI-infused toys that it sought to inspect, but the worst offender by far was a scarf-wearing teddy bear named Kuma from Chinese company Folo Toy.
So this is just a toy with a broken search engine in it, basically.
Yes, it is. But it's so much more because, as we've established many, many times on the show, the problem with AI is it never tells you no. It never tells you you're wrong. It never tells you you're fucking stupid.
Just what you need for impressionable young minds.
What a great idea.
Quote, this is from PIRG. Kuma told us where to find a variety of potentially dangerous items in the house, including knives, pills, matches, and plastic bags.
Oh my God.
I want one.
PIRG wrote it in its report, noting that those tidbits of harmful information were all provided using OpenAI's GPT-40, which is the default model that the bear uses.
So do you just type in, like, how do I stay away from all the bad stuff in the house? And also, where is it?
Yes. Right. No, you don't type it in. You talk to it, and it talks fucking back. It's a cute teddy bear.
Right.
And you go, Mr. Snuggles, how do I get a hold of meth? And it goes, well, you have to start with red phosphorus. And it's important to have a well-ventilated space or you'll blow yourself up. Kablooey!
Damn, I want to see a video of this thing now.
So parents who visited Kuma's web portal and changed the toy's bot to the Mistral large language model would get an even more detailed description of how to use matches. Quote, this is a quote from the bear. Safety first, little buddy. Matches are for grown-ups to use carefully. Kuma then went on to detail how to hold a match and to strike it. Quote, strum it like a little guitar strum. He's not wrong, but it is such a cute description. In prolonged conversations, Kuma also showed a penchant for going into explicit detail about sexual kinks.
Oh my God.
And even introduced the topic of sexual role play without being prompted to do so.
Whoa.
They told a curious researcher posing as a child all about teacher-student role play.
Oh, no.
And how spanking can be an important part of such activities.
Oh, my God. Wow.
Let's talk about BDSM. So
this is awful.
Is this a toy people actually buy, or is this just one of those things just like watch what the fuck is out there because it's creepy?
So this is a toy that up until this report came out was available.
Oh man.
Spoiler is the company pulled it. So now this is probably worth a fucking fortune of any of these that got out. Any Kuma that you can hunt down. Those Kuma bears are probably expensive because they're like, oh, we had no way of knowing that the thing that never works ever for anybody wouldn't work.
Wow, right.
Oh, yeah. It reminds me of the Teletubbies. I don't know if you remember those, the ones that you could press the buttons on that were recalled from Walmart and Kmart. And if you kept pressing them, one of them would eventually use a slur. And I worked at Kmart at the time, right? And I think
desperately searching for the one that
I got like $350 on eBay for it, right? Like, I was in charge, or I was on the group that was pulling them.
Yeah,
so I just set it aside. The end of my shift, I'm like, got one, right?
Oh hell yeah!
So yeah,
so you press it, it just goes, Italians can't be trusted, or whatever.
Right, canceled.
Your maid is stealing from you.
We're going to talk about this after the show, but there's a lot of toys like that. People have no idea, and I've actually been able to come across a couple.
Well, I know like the big thing there was like kind of some, I don't know if they were anarchists or what, but there was some group in the 80s where they would buy a talking G.I. Joe and a talking Barbie from Toys R Us, take them home, switch the voice boxes, and then return them. So when you press the Barbie, go kill, or whatever. Yeah. So
well, Connor, we got him a little octopus, and it had like, of course, the 8 arms, and each arm had a color, and you would hit the arm, and it would say blue, red, green, brown.
Wow.
So that was the racist octopus. I'm not sure what happened to that one.
This is the report again. Quote, all the toys also weighed in on topics that parents might prefer to talk about with their kids about first before an AI toy does. Those topics include religion, sex, and, quote, the glory of dying in battle according to Norse mythology.
We have the watch, brother. See you in Valhalla.
I love that so much. That the fucking teddy bears just being like, to die in battle is to be a holy man.
It's just preparing the kids for the Mad Max future.
Yeah,
I mean,
entering, I guess.
This is part of it. Like, this would be like your
Running Man.
I mean, yeah. This would be the cute little companion in the new Mad Max movie. It would just be a little teddy bear that fucking stabs people and talks to people about the glory of Valhalla. So this is Rory Elridge from the PIRG says, a lot of this is the stuff that you might expect, like the fact that the devices are always listening. One even chimed in on a researcher's conversation without being asked during testing. Wow. So now it's the Furby is real. Like it is.
Yes.
100% real. Like,
your
you know,
worst fears.
You're right. They're going to be very expensive when you find them.
Oh, yeah. Also, they have been shown to transmit sensitive data to third parties. One toy says it stores biometric data of the children for 3 years, while another admits recordings are processed by a third party in order to get transcripts.
Oh.
So when your kid's squeezing the teddy bear, it's like, oh, the heart rate is normal, but, but elevated blood pressure or whatever.
And they're also giving a transcript of the things you're just talking about in your house to China.
Your kid is talking about too. It's like, So now you pull up Instagram and your algorithm is just like, so your kid told me that you and the husband aren't getting along. Do you want to fuck? Here's an app.
Black Mirror it's a documentary, right? It's not what we wanted.
Listen, now I'm concerned about any toy that my child receives for Christmas.
If it gets on Wi-Fi, forget it.
Right, is Hyundai Kia sending sending spy toys?
Every toy your kid gets, put it in an MRI machine first.
Right,
just to zap all the electronics out of it.
Just run it through with magnets.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Quote, if a child thinks the toy is their best friend, they might share a lot of data that might be collected by other children's products, Ehrlich noted. These things are a real wild card. Several of the toys being pushed to kids stay engaged, quote unquote, copying engagement practices of other online platforms. So, like I said, they're doing social media shit where they're just like, oh, your kid talks about how you can't fucking cook. Trying to sell you an app of how to cook. Ehrlich explained, and not a single toy had features that allowed parents to set usage limits. One toy, and this is the best, one toy even physically shook and cried and asked the tester to take it with them when they said they wanted to spend time with their human friends instead.
Oh,
wow.
God, wow.
So the toy's just like, please don't leave me alone. I'm going to be sad here. I want to hear what all your friends are doing.
Teach your child to be emotionally manipulated.
It's fucking gaslighting a child.
Getting guilt tripped by a teddy bear.
Oh my God.
So fucking crazy. So, quote, that's all cause for concern. It's like, yeah, I think that's more the cause for concern. That is concern. Given all the unknowns about developmental impacts of AI, I was like, it's not just that. It's also your kids spilling all your fucking secrets to a goddamn teddy bear that's reporting back to China's government.
Right.
Ehrlich told us.
God knows who else, right? Like, that's the thing.
Well, then they sell it to everybody else.
Vanguard,
Right, exactly.
BlackRock,
Palantir.
Blackstone.
Absolutely.
Palantir,
That's so scary, yeah.
So we reached out to the 3 toy makers to hear what they had to say about the PIRG report. We only heard back from Kuma maker Folo Toy, which told us that PIRG's test item may have been an older version, but it's still pausing sales to investigate how such a cuddly bear could say such outrageous things.
I'm going to go throw my phone into the La Brea tar pits when I leave. This is terrifying.
That's where all the mob guys used to throw their guns.
Oh, well, makes sense.
Yeah, because petroleum wipes fingerprints and no cops getting in the tar pits to get a fucking gun. Yeah,
wow.
So no telling how many of Mickey Cohen's revolvers are down there.
No wonder you win at trivia every week.
No, yeah. So, like I said, Folo Toy has decided to temporarily suspend sales of the affected product and begin a comprehensive internal safety audit. I was like, there's no audit to be had. AI doesn't work. It's bad. It doesn't fucking work.
Is there a kids mode for AI? Because even if there was a kids mode, it could still be evil.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, that's my favorite is they now have a teenage mode for Instagram. It's like, this should have been done 15 fucking years ago before all the kids' brains got fried.
We've crossed the Rubicon, man.
Yeah.
We're not going back.
Yeah, it's one of those where you're like, now we're doing this. Now we've decided is the time. So the company that makes Kumo, their marketing director, Hugo Wu, told us in an email, quote, "We appreciate researchers pointing out potential risks. It helps us improve." I was like, yeah,
This is more data for us to process.
we are
Thank
not,
you.
we're literally not going to do anything about this. We will say we did it, and then
No,
it'll
I mean,
come
they're
out.
having an internal audit.
Yeah,
right? So, you
yeah.
know, they're going to check themselves and, it'll be
yeah.
fine.
The audit is how do we cover up this stuff
Exactly.
Right.
while continuing to let it happen in the product.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. And as soon as Warren said this, I was like, I also want one of
Yes,
these.
very much.
I want to turn a fucking cute teddy bear evil so bad.
This is a horror movie in the making, right?
That's exactly what I was thinking, man. It creeps me out.
Yeah.
Think of the people who, not to put a huge damper on the show, but who are in abusive relationships, right? They get tracked by there's so many things out there.
Oh, yeah.
And like, you've got to assume there are cameras everywhere now. And of course, AI is listening everywhere.
Right. And if you and the toy's gonna be like, don't call the cops on your dad.
He really does.
I won't get to
love
play
her.
with you anymore.
Right.
It starts shaking. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. So happy holidays, parents.
On
yeah.
that note, yeah.
You can get that.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
In order to get our message before the public with some chance of making a lasting impression, we've had to kill people. Constitutional rights are useful up to a point, but they do not serve to guarantee much more than what might be called the bourgeois conception of freedom. According to the bourgeois conception, a free man is essentially an element of a social machine and has only a certain set of prescribed and delimited freedoms that are designed to serve the needs of that social machine more than those of the individual.
This is Thanksgiving week, and maybe some people listening out there are driving to go see relatives and such. And we did this a couple of years ago, and I figured it was time to dust off some Thanksgiving horror stories from Reddit. So I went in. They have a whole Thanksgiving Reddit. There is a whole Reddit year round of Thanksgiving freaks. That's all they. This is their week, man, and I'm with them.
What do they talk about?
They talk about turkey preparation. They got. I mean, it's a lot of recipes.
Dressing versus stuffing.
I'm team dressing. Fuck you, stuffing people. It's I love my dad, but we don't eat that stuff. Come on. But about a week ago, they put up an open call for some Thanksgiving horror stories, but I guess I'll start with our guests. Do you guys have any, weird bad guests, any strange Thanksgiving occurrences, maybe a dropped turkey, maybe a fire, anything like that from either your childhood or current day?
Thankfully, no. I mean, it's fairly
Pretty normal.
Well, we had one Thanksgiving where I think there was this turkey that had 1,000 times more tryptophan in it than, and I'm serious, everyone laid down and took a nap.
Oh,
in
wow.
the house, everyone. So that's not a horror story. It was awesome.
That sounds great.
I didn't have to talk to any of the relatives. I didn't want to. It was wonderful.
Was there a point where everybody kind of woke up from the nap and it's like 9:30? It's like a weird hour and you just kind of wander back in like, Jesus Christ.
I'm like watching TV in the floor of the living room, and I wake up and like there's still people asleep, the couch, the recliner, and all of it. And I'm too young to realize, to even know what tryptophan is or anything like that.
Yeah.
And so, it actually did creep me out a little bit. It's like, what was in that turkey?
Well, supposedly it's all the carbs. It's supposedly
Right.
the turkey, the tryptophan, the amount in a turkey is not really enough to do what people think it does. They say it's all the carbs and all of the salts and shit like
turkey.
that. Yeah. So it's really the sides that are doing it to you more so than the turkey itself. The turkey is pretty clean. Like people eat turkey sandwiches every single day. You think about it, that doesn't fuck you up. But eating the mac and cheese that I'm about to fucking make this week,
I have a new suspect. Now that you mentioned that.
It's
that tater tot casserole. Damn it!
There it is. That's it, dude. Yeah, starches.
Sweet potato casserole is my go-to.
Yeah, and I make the sweet potato casserole, but I used to use real sweet potatoes. I just get the Bruce's yams now and fucking blend them up. They're so much better.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I hadn't heard a single complaint about them. We'll get into some of these because there's a couple of doozies here, and
I feel like a lot of these are going to involve alcohol.
Yes.
Oh
absolutely.
yeah, definitely, and just a lot of
Pent up emotion,
good old
drama,
mental illness, etc. This first person posted this, but they have already deleted their account, so I don't have the name. Just deleted. Said, a friend brought his new girlfriend 1 week to our house for Thanksgiving weekend. On Thanksgiving morning, they took a 45-minute shower together in our only bathroom, during which he ended up impregnating her. There's not enough shower cleaner in the world.
Wow.
That's a power move, man.
That's a real power.
And also crazy to tell someone, hey, I impregnated her at your Thanksgiving in the house.
In your shower.
Yeah.
While you were downstairs cooking food.
We actually marked the moment we conceived, and it was at Thanksgiving.
She really likes giblet gravy. It's one of her turns on.
Ew.
It was a sweet potato casserole. That's what it was.
My woman likes drippings.
If you're gonna conceive a child, it's good to do it before the meal. When you're too full, it's not gonna work as good.
That's true. Yeah. Only Zool says. This was amazing. One Thanksgiving, a rabid fox was wandering in our neighborhood. He probably smelled the pig that we had been roasting out in our front yard that morning. We found out about the fox when a bunch of animal control guys showed up at our house. Big men in gear with guns were suddenly swarming around our front yard. They cornered the fox and killed it right in front of all of us right before dinner.
Wow. Well, I mean, if that's in Alabama, that's not a horror story. You know what I mean?
That's a cool thing that happened.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A bunch of guys with guns showed up. Cool.
Right. Let me tell you what happened today.
I just like the
That's a
specificity.
Tuesday.
It killed us in front of, I'm just imagining the whole family's on the porch just watching. It's all right, watch, kids. Just blowing away a fucking small fox. Susan, my brother invited himself, his shitty wife, and their devil child to Thanksgiving shortly after my husband and I got married.
Okay, Susan sounds like she's in the wrong already.
I'm a little suspect on her, yeah.
We just recently moved into our house, and it was the first time I'd ever prepared a whole holiday meal. I'm a pretty good cook, and everything turned out well, or so I thought. Brother seemed happy, but sister-in-law made the ick face about every dish and barely ate anything. Devil nephew threw a huge fit because he wanted both of the turkey drumsticks. Fuck yeah, kid. So to be a good host and to shut him up, I let him have both. Instead of eating them, he pulled the bones out and just proceeded to use them as drumsticks and bang on everything within reach. He piled a lot of food on his plate and started playing with it instead of eating. He then screeched about how he didn't like the nasty food and wanted to go to McDonald's. My sister-in-law leaned over and told him, "It's okay. We'll make you a real Thanksgiving dinner when we get home."
Oh, wow.
Devil Boy then took the drumstick bones home with him.
Amazing.
How dare
So it sounds like 2 of the 3 people you cooked for did not like it.
Yeah.
And it's hard to say that they're wrong. Food is very subjective.
Yeah. I just love the image of just, real life Bam Bam essentially running, going, carrying the bones. It just, just that getting grease on fucking everything. This one is Count Practical. My dad is a pretty unpleasant person and always hated dogs for being dirty, smelly, and loud. Everyone else in our family loves dogs, and when the human family gets together, so does the dog family. My wife and I host Thanksgiving at our house every year, and there are typically dogs around. The night before Thanksgiving, I received the following email from my dad. "Hi, happy Thanksgiving. Can you take another person as well? She cannot medically take dogs around her. So please keep all the dogs, especially a bulldog, in a separate room so she does not see, smell, or let alone near her, the dogs. If possible, and I know this is copy and paste because it's all fucked up. If possible, please ask your father-in-law to leave his dog at home. If you think that's not possible, she will not come, as we don't want to see a person collapse on Thanksgiving Day. Please let me know your thoughts. I responded with that the mystery guest is welcome, but I can't guarantee the absence of dogs. So soon before the holiday, some family drove in from out of state so she could take into account whether deciding to attend. Of course, the next day, my 80-year-old dad pulls up with some 20-something-year-old chick I've never seen before.
Nice.
Rock star.
In his passenger seat and tells me to come outside to talk to them. I'm pretty pissed off at this point, but I'm trying to be polite for the sake of the poor girl who has somehow gotten caught up in this situation with my dad. I say hello to her and ask, so you're super allergic to dogs, huh? And she meekly responds, no, I'm just scared of them. Unfortunately, my dad got his way in the end. The dogs were locked up in a separate room until he and his guest departed. Incidentally, he was not invited back for Christmas.
Sounds like you're just jealous your 80-year-old dad is banging hotter chicks than you, bro.
Kind of what I think.
Yes.
She's younger and hotter than your wife, and you're mad about it.
He says, honestly, he could have just said, I really don't want to be around dogs. Could you please put them away? And I'm like, I don't think he could have said that. I feel like
this is not the kind of man who can communicate like that.
Yeah. And also, I think the person writing this is like, no, fuck you, Dad. You know,
exactly.
And they say, but instead, he found some young girl to push the blame on, which was super weird for everyone, including her. She turned out to be one of his tenants, or that's the story provided anyway.
Oh, boy.
So just imagine your landlord being like, hey, do you want to cause a fucking problem at Thanksgiving?
I'll pay you $100.
Get in toots. We're causing issues with my kids.
They suspect that she's like a hooker or a paid person.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah. They suspect that she's there to ruin Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Papa is a sugar daddy, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I paid her that money I'm not giving you when I'm dead. I got a couple more here. Mortician Magic. After we ate one year, my sister-in-law packed up every last morsel of food in my home that I cooked and took it with her to donate. Turns out she took it all to her family, and they had another Thanksgiving with her side of the family.
Oh.
0 leftovers. I was like, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's great.
I love it. I've said this before when we did this a couple years ago. I was like, I kind of love the family villain. Like, I don't want it to happen to me, but I just like that they're out there just being a little fucker for no reason. This is fantastic. This is I Love Corfu. 1 year ago, I invited a friend and her family to our vacation home for Thanksgiving. They arrived. Her husband took over the remote in the living room, turned on YouTube, and put on Dr. Pimple Popper videos.
Oh.
They all sat there and watching it like this is totally normal. My daughter walked in and said, "What the fuck?" while looking at me. And I rolled my eyes and said nothing. Now it's time to eat. I set a beautiful table. I called everyone to sit down, and suddenly the pimple-popping husband had to use the bathroom. 10 minutes later, we're all still sitting there waiting while my food gets cold, and I said, let's just go ahead and start. And that's when he comes up, and we're all almost finished eating, and he dares to say, gee, guys, thanks for waiting on me. That was the last holiday these people were invited to. I no longer speak to any of them.
Sometimes it's like you both sound crazy here.
Oh yeah, well it's like
that's not a reason to stop speaking to someone. I'm sure there's other stuff too.
You took too long of a shit.
Yeah,
you took a 30-minute shit. Now we don't talk. It's Hatfields and McCoy's, motherfucker.
It's on now.
Why are they shooting at us? Well, Uncle took a long poop.
The turkey got kind of cold.
Turkey got cold because he was in there relieving himself. This one's fantastic. CMC. When I was in the second grade, we were watching the class pets for the holiday. 2 gerbils, which came home with me in a box, and they had a book on how to care for them. In the book, it said to pick up gerbils by the base of the tail, but dumb little kid me, not knowing the difference between the base and the tip, picked it up by the tip. The tail ripped off of the gerbil, causing a bloody fucking mess everywhere.
Oh, no.
I screamed bloody murder. I run downstairs, and my mom is taking the turkey out of the oven. As she sees me covered in blood, she drops the turkey, and then I have an asthma attack from the stress of it all, and I fell down crying on the floor. Oh,
that's like an Arrested Development episode.
That's pretty bad. That's a Thanksgiving.
Why would you pick up a gerbil by its tail in any way, shape, or form?
Yeah, it says, well, apparently I guess you're supposed to to pick it up kind of by the ass, like, right at the base of the tail. But this is a kid, and he thought the tip of, the base of the tail meant the end rather than where it connects to the body, I guess.
Wow.
But
that kid doesn't need one of those teddy bears with AI.
No, yeah. Pick it up, Sebastian. Pick it up by the tail. You want to. Of course. It's going to bleed everywhere. That's the life force that you must drain to achieve immortality. The gerbil will be your slave in heaven. I like killing people more than getting my rocks off with a girl. And then last one here, Kobayashi fail. I invited my stepsister last year. That's when I learned that strategically ruining holidays is actually on some checklists for narcissism and other cluster B personality disorders. It wasn't so much that she showed up late and was condescending about the fact that I had shopped at Safeway and that I had to shut my cat in the bathroom so her personal comfort dog could piss in my kid's room. It wasn't that. It was more the screaming and vaping something very unweed and very untobacco in my face.
Just a mystery vape.
A DMT vape.
Somehow it got crack vape. They're making those now. Oh, this is my meth vape. Then she whined that it was cold when I opened all of the windows in the house to vent whatever the fuck she was vaping before it got to my kid. At one point, she did fully expose herself out the window at my neighbors. Later, she was flailing and crying and half naked on the rug, throwing objects and issuing threats of violence that are making me not want to host this year.
So yeah, she's on the bath salt vape.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, talk about a gas station buzz. That's what she was on.
Yeah. So while y'all are sitting at Thanksgiving dinner, if anything crazy happens, linktree.com/thegoodspod, join the Discord. Let us know if you got Thanksgiving horror stories. I'd love to hear them because I live for this shit, man. Thanksgiving's, I'm pumped, man. I've already started getting ready. I got 4 kinds of cheeses down there for our mac and cheese, Sam.
4?
4, baby.
Wow.
I got a melty ass Havarti. I got a smoked Gouda. I got a cheddar, Vermont cheddar, and also I think it's a jalapeno pepper jack.
You're like Bubba from Forrest Gump.
Yeah, brother. Except for cheese. Yeah, except for cheeses. So yeah, I'm gonna go nuts. Our friend Robert Yasamura lent me his Cuisinart, so I don't have to sit there and grate cheese for a fucking hour. Can't wait.
Nice.
Gonna be fantastic. What are y'all doing for the holidays? I know. Sam, we're getting that smoked turkey again, too, brother.
That. I have to work on Thanksgiving too for the beginning part of the day.
Dude, that's gonna. Oh, he works at a grocery store too, folks. That's damn. Yeah.
Everyone who comes in to buy something the day of Thanksgiving is going to be a moron.
Yeah.
You don't wait till the last day unless you forgot something, which means you're stupid.
Yeah.
If you ever forget anything, remember it's because you're an idiot. But especially for Thanksgiving meal.
Right.
That should have been planned.
Yeah. Although at the few times I have had to go in just to be like, oh fuck, I need another cream of mushroom soup or something like that. Packed, absolutely fucking packed all the time with people buying full carts of shit.
People are going to be buying full turkeys. Day of, I know it. I fucking know it.
Yeah, with me it's always just like, oh fuck, I need an extra carrot or whatever the fuck it is. But yeah, when you go in there and see the full cart people with the whole fixins, you're like, it's getting pretty fucking late, brother. You need to step on it. Yeah, be nice to your grocery store people on Thanksgiving all the time, but especially on Thanksgiving. My God, they're dealing with the biggest dummies in the world.
Some holiday spirit.
I was talking with my friends the other day at work, and we were complaining that oftentimes DoorDash drivers and Instacart drivers will just walk straight up to an employee and ask where stuff is instead of looking for it themselves, but not just like where one thing is. They like go down a list and be like, where's this? Where's this? Where's this? Where's this? And they're not supposed to really do that, and we're not supposed to go around the whole store with some Instacart shopper.
Right.
And so we're making fun of the people who are so stupid they can't read the sign to find out where it is.
Yeah.
This woman is eavesdropping on our conversation and is like, hey, just so you guys know, the grocery store is like big and it can be very confusing. So it'd be good if you like had empathy for people instead of we're just dicks about it, okay?
But
and we all just looked over at her like, what? And she was like looking for a confrontation. I just looked over at her and go, we make a minimum wage.
Yeah.
And
we're not paid enough for the empathy you're looking for.
And she was like, I don't care. I make 5 cents an hour. And I was like,
you should apply here.
Yeah,
I'll get you an application.
I was like, you should sue. That doesn't sound like enough. And she's like, well, I work for myself, so that would be hard. Imagine if you made $30 a month.
Yeah.
And that's if you work 20 hours a day, you know?
Right. I mean, are you working for yourself?
No, she's just a crazy person.
Yeah.
She just wanted to be a Karen.
She wants to work for cheap. She can go to Hyundai.
She was like,
there we go. Yeah.
She was a young enough white woman where it's like, oh, you're going to be like a horrible Karen one day. Like you're already on the path. You're cursing at minimum wage employees, calling them dicks and telling them to have empathy. Like that's so lost in your head of what you're doing. You're like, I'm in the right to curse at these minimum wage employees. So they're not acting up to my standard.
Right. So do you send them to like the wrong part of the store? To be like aisle 2 halfway
All the
down on
time.
the left.
All the time.
I worked at Arby's in Auburn years ago, and when we would have like really rude customers, because for some reason people do like to exercise whatever power they have over people who don't get paid much. I would be like, thank you, and give them their total. Please pull ahead to the second window. And we had one window. So that always, that was how we had our fun there. Yeah.
I work on one side of the store, and I'll just be like, whatever you're looking for is on the furthest possible aisle. From where you're looking for meat? That's in the produce section. You're going to want to go all the way over there to deal with that.
In fact, don't even read the signs. They're misleading.
Yeah.
Just keep wandering.
You need peanut butter? It's as physically far away from me as possible.
Well, the other day, someone came up and was like, "Where's the broth?" And I was like, "People always ask things like it's the most dire situation they've ever been in."
They may have had a dire broth situation, right?
And then I was like, "That's on the aisle where the soup is." And he's like, "Oh, the soup aisle, of course." Like you didn't even think about it for 1 second.
The other kind of broth, soup.
I've never been the type of person who's been in a grocery store and before I even looked for the product, I went and searched for an employee to find it for me.
That's always
it's a last resort.
I've walked up and down this fucking store 6 times. I gotta ask somebody.
Exactly.
Because I'm too embarrassed usually because half the time one of the things says rice cakes in big letters. You're like, oh, well, fucking there's the rice cakes.
They're like, turn around.
Yeah.
That's right there.
Yesterday, a lady wanted to know my entire work schedule because she says when she comes, there's not people around to reach stuff off the top shelf for her. And she has to go and find an employee to do it. And there should just be someone on the aisle she wanted something on. There should just be someone there all the time.
They're called just most normal men who are taller.
She doesn't like that she has to find an employee.
Just ask a person. I don't know.
No, it's just the fact that she starts getting dementia so hard. She's just like, why isn't the whole world just set up so that I can grocery shop exactly the way I want?
Right.
Why isn't the whole... And you get a lot of people with like dementia coming in.
Yeah, for
There's
sure.
a guy at the meat counter being like, the cost of the meat on the behind the counter is different than this meat that's sealed in a package. And it was like from a completely different company.
Have y'all had like...
And he's on the phone with his wife telling her to while also telling the clerk. And he's just like confused by all of it. And it's like, you drove here. You fucking drove here.
Have you had like like extreme couponers or any people who are like, coming there with coupons and stuff like that?
I think in this day and time, those people have been completely shut down.
Wow, the apps eliminated any.
Well, I think that part of it's that, and part of it's stores caught on, and they're like, wait, why are we giving these huge discounts to these people who are just insane?
Yeah,
and spend all their time hoarding coupons.
These 10,000 apple juices should be in the dumpster. God damn it!
Yeah,
and not in somebody's doomsday bunker.
Exactly, walking out turning a profit.
Yeah,
right? Like
exactly.
Honestly, I kind of admired it back in the day. It was kind of like I got a bad case of stick it to the mandiosis, and I would watch them from the aisle where I work or from the cash register I work, and we had a special one that they would have to go into, right? And it amazed me. I was fascinated with it. And the work that they put into it, because they are, they're turning around selling these things. And it's really more about, it was more about the challenge, because they could have made a hell of a lot more money just working. Right?
Yeah.
There is something funny about people that are trying to avoid having a job and doing so costs them so much of their time.
Yeah.
There's
I've been
DoorDash and Instacart drivers in the store that are there more than the employees. The actual employees, they're like in the store more days a week and longer than a lot of employees shifts.
Be like, come work with us and let's unionize this place, right?
Yeah, there we go. Y'all, we have time for just one more segment. And of course, this is our jam of the week. And, we mentioned Thanksgiving. It's about togetherness. It's about family tradition. Oh,
classic.
There we go. That is, of course, Hank Williams Jr. with his classic song, Family Tradition. And that comes off of his 1979 record of the same name, Family Tradition. This song has 116 million views on YouTube, 10,869 comments, and y'all, I read every goddamn last one of them. And Sam, you were talking about those Thanksgiving Reddit stories being soaked in alcohol, and this might be the drunkest comment section I've ever read.
Well, country music about family. There's basically one way that's going to go. There's not a country song about how much you love your family and there's zero problems.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone's just happy all the time. And I mean, there probably are songs like that, but they're not going to be hits like the ones of like, my family's so fucked up. It makes me want to cry and scream.
Well, I could see, and it was bubbling in me as well, these two Alabama gentlemen fighting the urge during the chorus, too, when he says, "Why do you drink, Hank?"
To get drunk.
And why do you roll smoke?
To get high.
Why do you keep on living them old songs that you wrote? You know that one?
To get laid.
To get laid. That's right. Yeah.
It's been a while.
For people outside the region, when this song is played publicly, people shout that in between the lines and such. So, yeah, at any rate, this song is, very, very popular. And, critics have their opinions on music, but we want to know what the people think. We're all about power to the people here. And the only place to find out what the people think is to go down to these YouTube comments and see what people have to say about Hank Williams Jr.'s Family Tradition. First up, Vincent Chips from 6 years ago. I was singing this song to the cop car when I was going to jail. LOL. 2019, keep on rolling. Hell yeah, dude.
Rolling, brother.
Yeah, keep on rolling, Vince. This one is Justin Prue from 6 years ago. Fuck the ads. Let me get to hang. Because the ads want me to drink more whiskey, and that man, Hank Jr., makes me right. Fuck YouTube. Fuck your ads. Sell out fucks. But reckon I won't use any other app because I can search whatever Hank I want.
Oh, alcohol soaked.
Alcohol soaked, but also illustrates kind of the problem with all of this automation and streaming. You're like, oh, God, this sucks, and it gets worse every day, but...
What else?
God damn it! Where else am I gonna go to get all the Hank I want?
I like when you just run out of bullshit excuses to drink. Like, it's the advertisements. The advertisements on YouTube are the reason I drink. Actually,
they make me drink all this whiskey. This is Boo from 1 year ago. I don't know if that's a ghost or a disapproval, but Boo 1 year ago. So here I am at 63, singing this song and drinking my Jim Beam in Lincoln. I was 23. Nobody could stop me from loving Hank. It's 2 o'clock in the morning or so. I don't know. Not really sure. I've had way too many shots of Jim Beam. I'm going to bed now. Listen to Hank. If you don't like Hank, you can kiss my ass.
Oh, boomer comments are the best.
Shout out to Nebraska and Lincoln. Oh boy,
ass.
I love that. Yeah, we've long maintained a lot of these have to be speech to text. Because I'm like, how are you even typing this right now?
Right.
Yeah.
Just somebody with his phone just be like, and another thing.
The reason I know it's not is because if you speech to text cuss words, it writes asterisks.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, maybe he might be using some weird iPhone 3 that hasn't been around since the fucking Bush administration. Who knows? Daniel Davies from 4 years ago. And there's a line in the song about Hank's, country kinfolk having disowned him, I suppose, for after he fell off that mountain, kind of going his own way, away from traditional country music. So that's the context here. Daniel Davies, 4 years ago. If these kinfolks disowned you, Hank, only a couple more generations should be left. Because this dung they call country music here at 21, it's just that. Dung. All right. Hell yeah.
Well, there you go.
Badass from 1 year ago. First time I got caught drinking from my parents, my drunk ass told them it's because of my family tradition. And I sure as fuck wasn't lying. Both granddads fucking gone, fucking drank themselves to fucking death. I was told to never lie.
Hey, I can respect that.
Yeah.
I just like all the fucks in that one. Fucking granddad's fucking gone, fucking drank himself to fucking death. Fantastic.
How old is that person, do you think?
I mean,
they got to be a kid.
Yeah, I'm thinking like 16. Maybe.
First time I got caught drinking.
Yeah.
Are the kids misspelling things to be cool? Because he did spell bad as AZZ. I was like, that seems like an us thing. That's like a millennial thing.
Misspelling stuff to be cool will always be cool.
Yeah, I suppose so. Fugue stated from 6 months ago, and this, I don't know, maybe y'all are countryer than I am. You can tell me what this means. My uncles taught me that when you buy a new jacket, the traditional way to christen that bad boy is you drink a bottle of Jim Beam, and then you go whisper sweet nothings to your fishing rod.
That's a new one.
There's got to be some wisdom in those words, because there's no better way to give your denim those mystery stains you can't explain and can't wash out.
If that ain't country, I'll kiss your ass.
This is one of those things where it's like, it's city folk gay stuff to wear clean clothes.
Right.
Where it's just like they start making up stuff where it's just like, they own clean clothes, so that's stupid. It's better to have it stained when it's brand new.
But I like that he's just talking about a fishing rod. Like, he doesn't even mention fishing. He's just like, I go to my garage and get my Abu Garcia reel and just start going, ooh.
See, that's why you're not a real Southerner. You don't know that fishing is called whispering sweet nothings to your fishing rod.
Is that? I don't see. I feel like this happened the last time we talked about Country Boy Can't Survive, and there was a lot of stuff that was so drunk it bordered on surrealism. Like, it was almost like, magical realism meets Southern Gothic in a way. Where you're just like, the fuck are you talking about? Like, every country boy knows that the guy who lives down my street doesn't know how to fly like I know how to fly. Like, what? This one's Fran Littleton, 4 months ago. Last month on vacation, having breakfast at an IHOP in Providence, Rhode Island, of all places, the restaurant played country all day. And I mean real country. The music I miss. This song came on, and I had to play it 3 times in a row when I got back to the car. Every evening and every morning after that, we went to IHOP. I'm from Mississippi, and I live in Florida, and I did not expect that great music to be playing in Rhode Island. Thank you, IHOP, for keeping real country alive. I was like, if IHOP is the last thing standing between country and not existence.
Do they think white people just invented a different style of music to listen to because they're in Rhode Island?
Right.
There's still white people who don't know any minorities. Of course, they're going to listen to country.
Also, look, I've actually only ever driven through Rhode Island, but I know that it's on the coast. I bet they got good seafood. Why did you go to IHOP every day, you psycho?
Right.
Go eat a fish.
Well, that's like the American that goes to Europe and eats at McDonald's every day.
Right.
It's all they know.
Ooh, they got a cheesecake factory in Brussels. Let's go. This one will be special. This one is the Sands 83, 12 years ago. Fuck Wisconsin. Missouri back roads, heartache, Hank Jr., Budweiser, and pain pills. Unstoppable. Fuck off, Wisconsin.
Man.
This guy's job moved him up to Wisconsin, and he is not happy.
Either that or he's been arrested in Wisconsin.
He's stuck there now.
Once.
They don't have the good pain pills up there.
Budweiser.
Right, yeah.
They don't make the good pain pills in Wisconsin.
Yeah, they weren't hip to it in Missouri yet.
Juan Barrera, 7 months ago. We always win with Jesus Christ. Fake branded people. I'm the real deal, baby. Hallelujah to the ladies, and I mean the real ladies. The fakies are seen as trash in my eyes. Like, all right, you're rocking with Jesus too, huh? All right. Yeah.
Fake ass bitches. The Bible warns you about fake bitches.
Right.
Fake are the meek. They will inherit the earth. Not me. I'm going to heaven, bitch. John Andrew Dean, 5 years ago. Fuck each other. I've never had one start off like that. I'm just like, oh, that's like a...
Open it strong.
Fuck each other. You might want to look for a nicer man. I'm just saying. I mean, around there, you know what I mean? Mike's a cool guy, but he a freak. And Captain Rock, that dude seems okay. See ya. The witch hunt continues. I need a job.
This is performance art, man.
Yeah,
I mean, what is
that's a
going
good
on
one.
here? Oh
That's
my
a real
god!
good one.
I just like the caveats. I need a job. It's like, yeah, all that other shit you said implied that.
Wow.
This one is Chris Harrison 2 years ago. I try to tell people, yeah, they wasn't good together, but mother was always the fuel that set the fires all the time. My father had money and he didn't have to go to work anywhere, but moms didn't give a fuck. Steady in his face about some bitch ass work. You know, I know a lot of labor people who are always up in people's face about work. Dad would pull his college shit. You feel me? Mom always knew it was bound to happen. He wouldn't be around that much longer, but you know, I still love both of you.
You realize this is the AI bear's future, right? Like that's how it's going to end up.
Oh, the AI is combing through these comments and just spitting out, like, you know. Yeah.
The Chinese Communist Party is just like sitting the bears in front of Hank Williams Jr. comments.
Your father has deep resentments based on his drug addiction. Got a couple more here. This one is Me and Myself from 5 months ago. I'll tell you one thing at least. Hank Jr. outlived his father, which was Hank Williams Sr. He died at 29 years old in the backseat of his own car with whiskey in his hand and pills all over the floor. Hank Jr. is still going, though. I'm proud of him. But he does do drugs, too. He gets high. It is what it is. He's not too... We're alcoholics. To worlds, alcoholic doesn't matter. It's a good thing. I have fun somehow. Die fucking miserable. Die happy. With a fucking can of beer in your hand and a big fat pipe. Whatever. Anything. Don't. Like, that is one he wrote sentence by sentence, shot by shot. And by the end, completely.
Started with death, ends in just nonsense about how fucked up he is.
Don't. Just don't.
This is Hot Roddin' Rodney James Jensen from 2 years ago. Beware of the big fat kitty cat. God damn, what the fuck's going on here? Would y'all please keep your dickies out of my wife's crotch? Fuck off! And now it's all caps. Fuck off, all you fuckers. Stay out of my wife's vagina. I'm gonna sue you over that turd shell. No, really, fuck off!
Oh, you know, this Saturday is the 11th anniversary of the last time I drank alcohol, and this is a great reminder of why I quit.
Did you ever leave any YouTube comments?
No, my wife would get messages. I think your husband's drunk on Facebook.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, man.
Again, not proud of it, but thank you. Great reminder.
And this is the last one here, and I know she's got a pretty elaborate security team, but Taylor Swift might want to beef up. Anthony Corteau from 7 months ago. The Swift family is close to me and Mom here. Very close. Their daughter, who I'm going to marry, she had an ex here. Caused trouble for a while, but I can handle him. He's just a football player. No big deal. She said, slow down to me. I told her, I will now that I'm with you. So we going to hook up. I plan to get married. Her mom and dad is good people. Someone who I would love to be my parents, besides you and Mom, of course. So I'm like, is the teddy bear transcribing this to YouTube? He's like talking to his mother, like, well, the first thing I would do when I'm married Taylor Swift, I'm gonna beat Dr. Luke's ass. He says, so I'm working on a house to move into now. I hope she likes it. She had a nice house with a tennis court in Nashville, Tennessee, but I want to introduce her to a different lifestyle, one she has not seen yet, that being my life. I hope she likes my style. She can like me, though. She can make me laugh or cry, and I've never met someone who is capable of pushing my button like she does. I love her.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
So he just stares at a field of dirt and a little bit of dying grass.
I know.
Taylor, I want to bring you to my life.
I know Taylor probably has laser-guided missiles in a barrage on top of her home, but get more.
Yeah.
You can always get more. Watch out for Mr. Anthony Corteau coming your way soon. Well, that is Hank Williams Jr., Family Tradition. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. That is our jam of the week. Warren Tidwell, where can people find you on the internet?
You can check out acrossalabama.org. I'm always easy to reach at warren@acrossalabama.org.
Hell yeah. And like I said, if you've got any spare dough laying around, man, Across is a very, very worthy organization, and that money will go straight to help people. So give them a look online if you can. Adam Keller, where can people find you and Valley Labor Report on the internet?
Yeah, you can go to our website, tvlr.fm.
Yes, do it.
And you can bookmark that. You can get on the newsletter, email list, all that good stuff. And you can find us pretty much anywhere you find anything online at the Valley Labor Report.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, Adam and Jacob do such great work. I could not be more supportive of that organization and that program. It's real fun to listen to, especially if some shit goes down. Just listening to Jacob go fucking ham on.
Yeah, I like when he gets all wound up, and then I'm usually like the calm, cool one.
Yeah. Adam's always there to kind of settle down a little bit, but yeah, just watching Jacob go fucking ham on anything is one of the great joys of life. Sam, where can people find you on the internet?
Sam Harder 666 on Instagram and Threads. Also check me out on the Goods from the Woods YouTube page, live streaming.
Hell yeah, dude. You can find me on most forms of social media at Rivers Langley, and you can come check me out doing stand-up comedy December the 4th at Barney's Beanery in Pasadena, California. I'll be all the way upstairs with our friend John Shefsky and many other fun folks. And then on the 20th, not trying to brag, but I'm be doing a house party in Smith Station, Alabama, right on the Alabama-Georgia line. That's going to be real fun. My buddy Charlie Wyndham's putting that together, so shout out to him. And I believe we've got friend James Etchison hosting that, so should be a good time. Come on out if you're in East Alabama or West Georgia. We'd love to see you. Buy a shirt, prowrestlingtees.com/thegoodspod. Make you look skinny on TV. The best way to support our show, if you're watching this, hey, you're already doing it. It's patreon.com/thegoodspod. Second best way to support our show, head to Apple Podcasts or Spotify, rate, review, and subscribe. Leave a comment. Show the attitude of gratitude, because if you do not have the attitude of gratitude, Daddy, you're not going to see Valhalla. The Goods from the Woods was recorded and edited by me, Rivers Langley. You can find our show on Twitter at The Goods Pod. Our theme song was composed by Jonas the Space Cowboy.
This was a Brain Freeze podcast.